Ooh. Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Brian. My name is Guillermo. Today we're gonna go over some questions about some RV parks and any concerns you may have. Welcome to the channel, Brian.
Good deal. Thanks for having
Aw-
me.
Awesome. So yeah, let's get this bad boy rolling. So what one of the biggest concerns is cash flow when it comes to, investing in real estate. Can you go over the difference between the cash flow when it comes to investing in residential versus apartments versus RV, and what are the difference?
So what are the differences? Yeah. So basically like single family, it's way different because you have your basically your mortgage and you got to make sure that your rent that you're renting out for covers the mortgage and maybe some leftover for maintenance. Maintenance and taxes and insurance. So that's the biggest thing. So like in single family, the goal is to at least make $400 per house. That's the goal. And if you're doing that, you're doing pretty good. So if you do 400, you got 10 houses, it's $4,000 a month, pretty good. Then you save up at least half of that, or at least 10% to, for maintenance and stuff. And that's the goal there. So there's not much room there to make more. There's no revenue. There's no extra revenue streams in single family homes. So then you got commercial real estate, actually multifamily real estate, which is, usually apartments. So there you only have one, you got rents, and then you have laundry room. That's about it. So only two streams of income in multifamily. So the problem with multifamily is you got people moving in and moving out all the time. That takes a ton of maintenance. Moving in, moving out, you got to repaint, you got to change out the carpet or at least clean the carpets. You got landscaping to do. It's ongoing maintenance all the time. So that's a huge issue, a huge expense to the building and the building owners. So like in multifamily, the returns are usually in the 20s, 20 to 24%, just because the high maintenance costs. Then we have RV parks and mobile home parks. Their returns are generally higher than multifamily because there's less maintenance issues and less maintenance problems. People are usually owning their own homes. Like in mobile homes, it's you have what's called tenant-owned homes, and then RVs, of course, they're their own RVs that they're living in or traveling in. And like in RV parks, you have usually multiple streams of income. So you have usually the park rent, your space rent, then you have usually laundry room. You might have snacks, then you have maybe ice, firewood, and who knows what else. Sometimes there's kayaks, there's vending machines, there's a whole bunch of other things you can add in, maybe a restaurant or a snack facility, or maybe a tackle shop or a convenience store, or possibly a restaurant. So yeah, multiple streams of income at the RV park, at the mobile home park. Similar thing, but you can only add basically the laundry room, the space rent, and yeah, it's about it at the mobile home parks. So at the
Got
RV
it.
parks, there's way more cash flow, way more multiple streams of income. At some parks, they even rent golf carts. So you got golf carts, firewood, ice, propane, then you got the laundry room, shower house if you charge for that. Most of the time you don't. And then sometimes you can rent kayaks or rafts or maybe fishing poles, tackle, and you have vending machines, all that good stuff. So yeah,
Got it. So when people say you should have seven streams of income, one RV park basically does that for you.
yeah, pretty much.
So instead of, residential, getting paid once a month, or an apartments getting paid every single month, but a lot of times in an RV park you get, paid every single month. But like you mentioned, you can maybe get a little restaurant money or kayak money or golf court money. So that,
Yeah.
that that's that is nice. And when it comes to losing money in investment, that's a lot of people's concerns. The biggest concerns when it comes to residential is obviously, the tenant leaving you. It is a little bit less risky when it comes to apartments because you have more people. When it comes to RV, is there any risk involved in losing money, or is it a lot safer? Or I know people's
Well, it's
concerns, biggest concern is losing money.
losing money. Well, you generally only lose money if you didn't do anything with the park. You like were basically, and you had no management, and you maybe let your park host go, and you just kind of let the landscaping go, and people just came there by accident or something. So, if you run it like a business and treat it like a business, it's gonna should do well, just like most parks do. Um, so the main thing with RV parks, so why would it do well or not? Well, it's based on the management, the park host, of course, the reservation system, the website, all that good stuff. A lot of mom and pop park owned parks. That's a tongue twister. That they don't do the website, they don't do the reservation system. And a lot of times, even if they do have a website, it's not updated. It just says, hey, call us and we'll book you on the phone. A lot of people don't want to do that nowadays. They just want to do it from an app. So that's a benefit there. So
Got you.
so losing money in RV park, it's almost impossible unless, like I said, you just kind of let it go and really not do anything. And some of the older senior run parks do that. They just keep it around because it cash flows, but they don't do anything extra. They don't make it an attractive park.
And that's when investors like you will come in and then add some kind of add value opportunity, right? When it comes
Right.
to adding any add value, so what would that include? Would it just include, raising the rents?
Well, yeah, you can start with the rents because sometimes when a park's been owned for a long time, a lot of park owners don't do anything with that. They just leave it where it was. Could be, rent from 5 years ago. Maybe it's $20 a night where it should be $60 a night, something like that. So you could raise the rents, maybe improve the landscaping, add some trees, green up the grass, just make it look more attractive. Of course, add Wi-Fi, fix the reservation system, fix the website, all that good stuff. But generally, a park will cash flow and you can pay all the bills basically at 30% occupancy. So you can't do that with an apartment building. Apartment
Got it.
building, you need at least well over 70%.
Can you explain the reason why there's a big
Uh,
discrepancy on that?
well, generally just less maintenance to do. You need less maintenance, less management for one thing, and then that's about it. So if you have 30% occupancy, it's still the same because as the park
So
raises,
if it
raises the occupancy, the expenses will raise as well. So it just kind of goes with itself. With a apartment building, all the expenses are still there. They're constant. They don't change.
Got it. So if somebody wants to get involved in real estate and put their money to work, maybe residential might not be a good fit for them because if that person does move out, they are going to lose some revenue. And then you did mention that our apartments are a little bit more costly because maintenance, right? They're always constantly moving 6 months to a year, depending on the lease. And then RV parks, if somebody do decide to, invest, their yields are going to be a lot higher, right? So it's a lot more appetizing for them. Can you explain how much that would be when it comes to investing in RV parks?
Well, yes, it's like generally it just depends on how much you invest, but you can make anywhere from 8 to 14% and then get equity returns as well. But like we can offer better returns because like we said, there's less expenses, less maintenance going on. So we can return that to our investors. And then when the park sells, we can return some of that equity to the investors as well. Yeah.
Got it. And let's say if I'm looking for some tax benefits, would that help, or do you guys do
Yeah.
anything when it comes to that?
So yeah, each investor can get some of those tax benefits as well, like depreciation. Um, they can get some of the ownership tax benefits, and then all that because they're limited partners. So because they're limited partners, they have a limited partnership in the properties as well. Yeah.
Got it. So they can make money when they buy the park, right? Do they get some kind of monthly revenue when they or quarterly, or how does that work out?
So right now they get quarterly distributions. Usually the second quarter they're in, they come into the fund. So quarterly distributions, and then based on cash flow, and then at the end they get the equity split when we sell the properties. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And if somebody does have money and do want to invest in Wise Choice and want to do business with Brian, how do they go about in finding you?
Uh, so you can find me at brianrice.com, wisechoicefund.com, or on LinkedIn. I'll put my link down below. You can check it out. And those two are the main ones. We have Instagram, the Brian Rice. You can always book a call with us and see if it's a good fit for you.
Awesome, awesome. And if you guys have any more questions or concerns regarding any other RV questions, just comment it on the section below the video, and then we'll get back to you. Or if you have any questions regarding anything else, we'll have Brian's socials on the bottom as well. So once again, thank you for watching, and you guys have a good day. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks.
Cool. That was way better. That was 10 minutes.